Question number 181, Sri Richard A.
Question number 181,
Yes,
Honorable
Mr.
Speaker.
Minister. Yes.
I appreciate the government for implementing the mammoth program DBT in this largest democracy. And DBT is doing wonders in our country. Basically, the aim of the government is to reach out to the last person. But there is the possibility of potential beneficiaries being excluded if they don't have a bank account. This government is planning to reach out to all the unbanked poor under the PMJDY. But there are only 1/12 rural bank branches for India's 6 lakh villages. To stretch out to the poor living in remote areas, is the government planning any other mechanism to reach out to these people who do not have any bank account? Is the government planning to open more rural banks?
After that, you will get more chance.
Yes, sir.
One supplementary more you get.
May I complete this?
Okay.
Is the government planning to open more rural banks
Yes.
to serve the poor,
Yes.
especially to see that the DBT helps the poor
Okay.
to lead a decent life, which is the intention of this government? Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, what we are attempting to do through DBT and through the social security platform that we are building out is an absolute revolution in delivering benefits to the citizens of this country in all of the far-flung remote areas of our country. Apart from making sure that a variety of programs are able to deliver cash directly into citizens' bank accounts, which of course we have accomplished through the Honorable Prime Minister's Jan Dhan Yojana, where now 100% of Indian households now have bank accounts. In addition to that, what we have done is we are equipping each of our post offices with ATMs and micro ATMs so that it's easy to access the bank account. We are increasing and expanding the number of bank mitras so that there are business correspondents that can service our citizens. And then, of course, through the payment banks, we're making it possible to be able to do all digital transactions through your mobile phones as well. So along with Jan Dhan Yojana, the network that we are building out to be able to have access to your account is going to be revolutionary in its scope and nature.
Second supplement.
At present, 59 schemes across 14 ministries are using DBT route to reach out to 30.78 crore beneficiaries. It's a whopping success during the short span of time by any government. Savings for the poor has touched a very high due to this people-friendly program. What are the hurdles noticed by the DBT mission in implementing this mass program? What are the measures taken by the government to reach out to all the citizens of our country? There is room to expand this noble scheme. Is the government planning to extend DBT mission to newer schemes? If so, the details may be furnished. Does the government find any laxity on the part of the state governments implementing this pro-poor scheme, especially the government of Kerala? Thank you.
Madam Speaker, Honourable Member wanted to ask about two things. One is what are the challenges in implementing this very revolutionary approach towards social security, toward direct benefits transfer? And secondly, how do we expand the scope of this to cover additional programs? I'll answer both questions. First of all, the most important challenge that we confronted, the UPA government had of course started the DBT program, but it had only extended to 43 districts. It had not gone across the country. By implementing Jan Dhan Yojana and ensuring that the 50% of Indians that did not have access to a bank account were able to have a bank account, we were able to massively expand the scope of DBT, and that was the first challenge which we have overcome. The second challenge that we had to overcome, and which we are in the process of working and completing in the next year or two, is to ensure that every citizen has a bank account and can easily access the bank account. And that's why we are equipping each post office with an ATM and a micro ATM. We are building out the banking mitras and so on. Those were the two principal challenges. Now, of course, once this platform is available, it's easily accessible and convenient for all of our citizens, we can, in fact, provide more benefits in this way. So far, the major benefits that we are providing are Narega payments, as well as Pehel direct subsidy cash transfer and scholarships. But in the future, we've already started to pilot certain programs, such as, for example, the health insurance program that we might be able to offer on this platform, as well as other social security benefits like pensions that we may be able to offer. And many of these will be done in collaboration with the states.
Shri Chandu Banjara ji.
मैडम स्पीकर, मैं आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी से जानना चाहता हूं, क्या ये सच नहीं कि इस देश में वर्षों से जो फर्टिलाइज़र प्रोड्यूस करने वाले उद्योगपति थे, उन्होंने किसान के नाम पे फिक्टिशियस बिल बनाकर हज़ारों करोड़ रुपया ले लिया। किसान को उसका कोई फ़ायदा न हो पाया, फर्टिलाइज़र बाहर से मंगाना पड़ता था। जब हमारी सरकार बनी माननीय मोदी साहब की, फैसला किया गया कि हम डायरेक्ट सब्सिडी देंगे किसानों को, और उसके लिए मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि उसकी कोई मैकेनिज्म बनाया किसानों को डायरेक्ट सब्सिडी फर्टिलाइज़र में देने के लिए, और कब दी जाएगी। ऐसे ही गोडाउन्स बनाने के लिए, जो फसलें संभाल कर रखने के लिए गोडाउन्स के लिए सब्सिडी की बात थी, मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि कितने किसानों को गोडाउन बनाने को मिली, वो भी उद्योगपति या सरमाएदार लोग ही उसका फ़ायदा उठा रहे हैं। सो ऐसे मैकेनिज्म बनाने का जो हमने वादा किया था, उस पर कितना अमल हुआ है और आगे से क्या होगा, वह मैं जानना चाहता हूँ माननीय मंत्री जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी ने बजट में घोषणा की थी कि जो फर्टिलाइज़र सब्सिडी है उस पर हम कोशिश करेंगे, इस साल ट्रायल्स हो रहे हैं कि हमें जो किसान हैं, जो उनके अधिकार हैं, खासकर जो फर्टिलाइज़र सब्सिडी के अधिकार हैं उनके, वो भी हम लोग डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफ़र के माध्यम से उन्हें दिलवाएं। और अगर हमें उनको इस तरीके से दिलवा देते हैं तो उनको सुविधा भी होगी, उनको जल्द से जल्द मिल भी जाएगा और बचत भी होगी, क्योंकि कुछ जो लीकेज हो जाता है वो लीकेज पे भी हम काफ़ी रिस्ट्रिक्शंस लाकर उससे कम कर देंगे। तो इस तरीके से कोशिश जारी है। हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि क्या कौन कौन से ऐसे प्रोग्राम्स हैं जिसको हम लोग डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट ट्रांसफ़र के माध्यम से दे सकते हैं।
RK Singh ji.
Madam, one of the biggest subsidy schemes is the food subsidy scheme, the subsidy on food. Now, the Food Security Act provided that cash transfers will be made to the beneficiaries wherever the concurrence is given by the state governments. And Madam, I would like to inform the House and inform the Honorable Minister that the biggest scam or the biggest diversion in the subsidy schemes happens in the food subsidy scheme. The fair price shop system is a thoroughly corrupt system. Almost 50% of the subsidy is diverted into the pockets of middlemen. So my question to the Honorable Minister is, as to what is the progress made as to bringing the food subsidy on to the direct benefit transfer as envisaged in the Food Security Act. The states were supposed to give their concurrence. Have the states been asked for their concurrence? And if not, why not?
Madam Speaker, Honorable Member is exactly right. One of the features that was discussed in the Food Security Act was the potential of doing cash transfers instead of distribution of food grains through the Food Security Act. This has been experimented with. There are pilots that have been run in the union territories of Chandigarh, Puducherry and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, where these trials are going on, and we are collecting the evidence to that effect. Honorable Member will also be pleased to know that we are in the process of computerizing and providing biometric authentication in all of the fair price shops, so that some of the leakage and the diversion that he's talking about can be restricted in that fashion.
Question number